Good afternoon and welcome to Bay Area TV Bowling. My name is Jason Rayfeld alongside Charlie Esteban, our bowler for the day. This is our second event of Bay Area TV Bowling. Our first event was last month at Fiesta Lanes. This is our first match of our top 3 Stepladder Finals. We have Gene Behymer in the second position versus Steve Ding in the third position. Both definite good bowlers.
That's right. Gene averaged 234.5 and won 5 out of 6 matches. Definitely an accomplishment there. Bowled very well today.
He made quite a move. Wasn't so high after the first 6 games. Jumped up into second place.
Blew out the 5th game or so. Showed a big 279 game. Then definitely moved him way up there in the standings.
That'll always help.
Moving to second.
30 bonus pins there.
That's right. Makes a huge difference, those bonus pins in match play competition.
Looks like they're done with shadow practice.
Let's see who's going to decide to lead off here.
Get these matches set up and we're ready to go. As soon as I get these scores cleaned up here, get full racks on there, and once again the qualifying leader gets to choose which lane he starts on. Looks like he'll be starting on lane 23. And here we go.
Gene's looks like he's going to lead off. That means he's going to finish the match here.
Not many left-handed bowlers in the field today.
No, but they definitely had a good shot out there.
Definitely so. He was probably one of the more animated bowlers of the day, kind of running out some shots, getting real excited when he bowled well.
Oh yeah, Gene's always like that. Always runs everything out. Dave, first game.
Starting
great
off,
shot there.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot higher scores this match here.
Definitely. The men definitely bowled very well today.
Steve Ding coming off a tough match and position round.
Whew. Huge match.
Oh man, only 50 sticks up. Dave Hewitt.
Front 10.
Front 10. Steve had front 9, 289 to 279.
That's
Edged
right.
out Dave by about 10 or 15 pins.
Great match.
Former All-American honorable mention.
That's right. San Jose State. Ooh, not a good shot there, but hey,
It's a good
gets
break.
by, gets by.
Definitely a sigh of relief on his face. A little smile there.
That's right. Steve's actually been working on his game a lot as of late with Darren Wong and Lindsey Wong, who all of you know. And his goal is to stay down, make good shots, come through the ball a lot stronger. So
Darren being on the national tour, made a couple cuts, almost a TV show. Definitely one guy you want to help you.
that's right. Very good coach, actually. He knows what he's talking about, and he's definitely a good player to listen to.
Nice, smooth game.
Good shot by Steve there.
There you go.
Shot. Great shot.
Look
10
at
in the pit.
determination on his face.
That's right.
He is ready to win this match.
Definitely came to bowl.
Another good junior bowler coming up through the program.
That's right. Bowled with him for many years.
Not a real flashy game, but it seems like he really gets his stuff done.
That's right. Here's Gene here. That's a good shot there. Ooh,
Solid 7.
7. Seems pretty calm, doesn't he? That's from earlier today. Think it's the lights?
I don't know. A little composed right now, but it's still early. I expect to see late in the match a little excitement.
Spare. He actually uses his strike ball there for his spare ball. Not too many people do that nowadays. Usually a lot of people go to a harder plastic ball, shoot for the spare so the ball doesn't hook at all. But he decides to flatten it out a little and keeps his strike ball there.
Usually the way to go with plastic, but some bowlers, not bad spare shooters with their strike balls.
That's right.
See a good shot out of Gene here.
Ooh. Half 7 there.
Lucky the 10 did fall out.
Looks like he's telling himself to stay slow. He rushed that shot a little there.
Heavier pins might have a little effect on his carry today.
Could be. Getting there a little bit heavier.
mentioned Dave Hewitt and Steve Ding's match earlier. Dave Hewitt actually shot 8-16 for his last 3.
Really? I did not know that.
Bowled
Huge
tremendous.
scores. Huge scores.
Made a great run. Unfortunately, had to drop down to 4th place. Just missing the show.
We definitely have to give Steve some credit there for going strike for strike with them there.
That is definitely a pressure match. Steve Ding up for a turkey in the 3rd frame. Very slow approach.
4-9.
You know,
definitely needs to make a move there. Drying up.
Dropped the ball a little early.
And Steve can make a good run at this, so he's been again practicing everything. Everything about his game: his spare shooting, strike ball, everything. And he can definitely give this a run. Definitely. It's early on in the match. Need to hook. Gets count.
Got the pin.
Steve's down by 3 now. Still early on, 3rd frame.
Not happy there.
Not really. Just need to stay calm, make a good shot, stay down.
Still early in the match.
That's right. Steve, as well as Cindy, he was a Japan Tour, All California Japan Tour member, 1995. And definitely had a good time there, from what I heard.
Could imagine.
That's right. Getting a lot of people will come from the area here. There's a California Japan Tour by the Hillmans, Don and Charlene Hillman. Wrap 10 there. Looks like he pulled it a little.
A little long in the oil. How about yourself? Did you make any trips down to the Japan Tour?
I did actually go to Japan, 1994 as a member, and probably one of the best experiences of my life. I was there for about 3 weeks, and basically everything paid for by the BPA over there in Japan. Quite nice.
Unfortunately, I don't think they've been running that.
Good spare.
The group over from the Hillmans over to Japan the last couple of years.
That's right. I mean, it's very expensive. From what I heard, they spent several $1,000s per player to even venture over there. But just going over there, being ambassadors for your country, it was a great experience. The only other thing you can do is being part of Team USA to make a trip like that to your country like that. So it's pretty nice.
Which I've heard you have a taste of.
Ooh.
High shot there.
Again, pulled it a little. Needs to stay slow. 6 pin.
Team USA, you made to the Nationals finals, correct?
Actually made it national finals several times, which is kind of nice. And last year, 1999, we finally made top 24. Actually finally came through and finished 20th. Not bad. So.
Well, strike ball helped him out on that one.
Gets a strike here. He'll be up by 2.
Tight match, not as many strikes as I expected.
Yeah, they'll get in a groove here, I believe. I mean, kind of the nerves are going on here. People watching, lights on.
Definitely a large age difference in experience-wise. Gene bowling for 24 years at age 42. Steve still a kid at 26.
That's right. When Steve actually first started over at San Jose State, he's only about a 160 average bowler.
Wow.
Now he's, what, 18 years old? 8 years later. Look at him now. 220. Cash in every tournament, basically. He worked very hard to get where he's at right now.
The last shot, we saw a little taste of Gene's excitement. I'm sure we get into the shot if he throws a double here.
Steve.
Slow approach. Clean release.
Great shot. Great shot. Stayed down and followed through. That's what he's been working on.
Little sigh relief. Wants to get on that double, stay in the match.
You actually tell on his left foot there, he changed his little on his Dexter's there, Dexter's shoes.
Dexter's.
The removable heel there, he actually turned it around. He says he can get more aggressive when he slides. Become a little more aggressive at the line.
A lot of players are doing that now. Get that power step in.
That's right. Got it right. Get it. Ooh, wrap 10. Floated a little right there, though. But still a good shot.
Definitely spare up that 10. Move on to the next frame. Interesting fact, Steve does have 7 300s.
That's right.
Going from a 160 average 8 years ago. He's probably at least got one a year.
Huge difference, isn't it? Actually, he shot one yesterday. We bowled a tournament yesterday, and he shot 300 his first game. And then today, shot 300 again. Good bowling.
Definitely.
He's on a little roll here.
834 high series.
834, 219 average. He bowls here at Palo Alto Bowl, and he also bowls over at Saratoga Lanes.
Tough series to hit. For the double. Good shot.
Oh, rolled 6, 7, 10. Gene would definitely make a run for this.
You think he'll go for it?
He'll go for it. You know, it's in the 6th frame there. Needs some count, but I think he will.
It's a close match.
Oh,
He'll take
good
the 2
try
on that one.
Down by 10. Needs to take a little time here. Figure out what he's going to do on the next shot.
It's a difficult choice in a match play situation. Going for the split or going for the count.
Actually, part of that situation, I mean, going for the count is definitely the best thing to do, just because it is within 10 pins or so. Much better shot off his hand.
Bad carry.
Half 7 there.
Just disappointment.
Looks like he's actually thrown the ball a little bit harder than he was during the during match play. So maybe they're, again, the nerves.
Definitely the ball going a little bit longer there. If he's throwing a little harder, caused him to leave those 7s.
Oh.
Ouch.
In the gutter.
Well, 2
It's a
opens
huge
in a
turnaround
row.
there.
Turns the match right around. Steve Ding puts a strike here. Large lead for him.
That's right. See what he does here with that big open there. Oh, solid 8-pin. Great shot by Steve. I saw several of those today. I mean, great shot, solid 8. Really can't do much about it. Ball just goes right around the 8-pin. Nothing much you can do. It's kind of laughing it off a little there.
It's good that he can do that. A lot of bowlers get really frustrated. It's tough when you leave a pin like that.
That's right. You always have to remember, bowling's just a game. You know, there's always the next shot. Just pick up your spare and move on. Spare, looking at it.
Also
spare.
using his strike ball.
That's right.
On the strike, give him a 20-pin lead going into the 8th frame.
Actually, overall for the whole day, the spares are pretty easy. You throw your spares off your strike target. Pretty nice. Doesn't happen very much around here anymore. So.
As a trend, the lanes get easier and the spares get easier, and everything's just nice and easy.
That's right.
It's when they're tough, it's when the spares really count. Your nerves kick in.
That's right. To make the TV show, you know, you had to average about 235 or so, and spares help right in there.
It's an incredible average to carry.
He projected that ball. Oh. 4-pin.
Well, 3 9 counts in a row. 9 spare, 9 spare.
Actually, bowled with Steve at San Jose State and shot 300 in 1995, actually at the St. Louis match play tournament, and bowled extremely well. I remember he averaged about 240, 250, so he can definitely can put up some scores. So, spare here.
Like I said earlier, not an intimidating player until you watch him bowl, and he Sure, just sets it right in there.
That's right. Oh, he'll run some stuff out. He'll slap his hand here and there. And one of those boys, you just have to watch out. Let's see what Gene does here. Makes an adjustment.
Needs a strike here. Little high.
Oh.
Almost the exact same shot as that
That's
sixth
right.
frame.
I wonder if he felt if he, in the last shot, he made a bad shot, or did he move, or what have you. I'm not sure. But again, it's the same result. At this time, he definitely has to go for it since he's down in this game by 30, actually about 20.
He makes it, he's still in the match. Good run.
Picks off the 10. It's down by 31 now.
It's tough to make up in 2 frames.
Definitely a must strike here.
He's got to stay in the match, give himself a shot, put the
right.
pressure on Steve.
That's right.
Anything can happen.
Yep. That's a game of bowling.
260 one game, 140 the next. You never know.
Let's see what that result.
It's much better.
6 spin.
Seemed like he got a little slower roll on it, but it did come up a little higher than he wanted to.
Which one other thing about this pair of lanes is we didn't really use this pair through match play at all. So they're definitely probably not as broken down as they were earlier. Some adjustments need to be made. And get spare.
Just going through the motions here. The match is pretty much over.
And Steve again just needs to stay focused and just throw his shots.
Wants to finish strong, give himself some confidence coming in against our tournament leader, Darren Wong.
Darren bowled great today.
He was awesome.
To say the least.
He was awesome. National Tour player. He'll be tough to beat.
I think Steve's up to it. What do you think?
Yeah, that'll be a great match to watch.
Good shot by
High
Steve
flush
there.
there. No 9 counts.
Pretty much nailed a shot there.
Like we said, Darren, national player.
Right. Actually,
Steve.
Came off some pretty good last swing there. I believe he cashed about 3 or 4 times in the last swing. Darren did. And didn't start up, no, for a couple more weeks, I believe. About a couple months, actually.
You mentioned you bowled tournaments with Steve. Has he mentioned anything about making a trip to the PBA Tour at all?
We've spoken about it, but he's definitely doesn't want that kind of life. It's very tough. There's so many great players out there in the PBA Tour, and week in, week out, you do have to, top 24, top 32 to make any kind of money. And again, it's very expensive out there. It's out there full time, and I think he's kind of complacent right now, working his 40 hours a week and bowling on the weekends. Weekend warrior.
So much more out on the tour than you really think there is.
Oh.
The shots, the equipment, and everything.
So much. Just because right now you have so much different kind of equipment, different kind of lane conditions, and everyone's great. Everyone's a good bowler, and it's just tough. It's a tough life.
Steve will finish out on a strike with 194.
Scores very low, aren't they? That was a good shot there.
Best Gene can do.
It's 183. Excuse me, 173. I can't add.
Too much bowling today.
That's right.
6 games qualifying. Took about 157 over to make the cut.
That's right. Not too bad, actually.
Took 12 bowlers at a field of 32.
Gene just seemed like he's lost all game.
Yeah.
Can't get anything going.
Disappointed. He's going to go home on a low note.
But hey, he cashed, got some money.
Get a check, get his money back, come out next month. I'm sure we'll see him again.
That's right.
Veteran player on the spare.
Set the spare there. Good strike, 160.
We'll be wrapping up here soon, coming back for our top seed, Darren Wong. Led all tournament long.
How Gene finishes up here with a big strike.
You always want to finish a tournament on a strike, good note or
right.
not. Just feels just a little bit better.
And there it is.
There you go. All righty,
Oh.
we'll be back. The men's championship final. Stephen Ding versus Darren Wong.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, where you going?
We'll get a haircut.
You're kidding me. Well, hop in. I'll give you a ride.
No, it's spare the air day. If I don't drive, we all breathe a little easier.
But I want to take you.
Just relax. It's only a few blocks, and I'll walk.
But I thought you left me.
I do love you. Just don't always have to drive. Boy, these new cars are really something, aren't they?
On a Spare the Air day, leave your car at home. You'll breathe easier.
It is a hot
Mom?
We're talking
Yeah, honey.
with expert Dr. John Baum.
Listen to some
Doctor,
music.
what exactly
not right
is
now,
a Spare
sweetie.
the
I
Air
really
day?
want to
It's a
listen
day
to
when
this
the air
stuff.
quality is expected to reach unhealthy
What's it
levels.
about?
Air pollution in the Bay Area
You know,
can be very serious.
pollution
and
and
what's even more
cars.
alarming is how air pollution affects people with asthma and bronchitis. We see a lot more respiratory patients.
Isn't that what Tommy
You're saying
has?
that's a direct result of air pollution.
So on days
Yeah,
like
he
today,
does.
we don't drive unless we really have to.
Do we have to drive today?
Thanks, Doc. And speaking of traffic,
On a Spare the Air day, leave your car at home. You'll breathe easier.
Welcome back to the Bay Area TV Bowling. We're here at Palo Alto Bowl, our championship match. Our number 3 seed, Stephen Ding, defeated number 2 seed, Gene Behymer, who shot 160. Bowling against number 1 seed, Darren Wong. As we mentioned earlier, he did lead the entire tournament. Bowled awesome all day. The match is underway. Darren has chosen to start first.
Darren bowled great all day. He was just, during qualifying, basically in the zone, shooting 250, 260 at will. Awesome. Great reaction.
Just watch his face, just dead determination. There you
Great
go.
shot. Darren has a great game. Very classic style. Kind of nice to watch.
Smooth, but a lot of revs.
Here's Steve Ding. Smooth, but not as many revs as Darren.
I don't think Steve's going to lie down for this one.
I don't think he's going to be into this match, definitely. Interesting. Well, got a little lucky there. Actually switched balls from the first match. He's motioning there. He had a lot of hand in that ball, so he's kind of making a joke there. Needs to come out of the ball a little bit better, a little bit cleaner.
Did he switch to a little more aggressive ball, moving a little bit?
He actually did, yes. This ball is actually mapped out. It's basically a little bit aggressive ball. More aggressive, excuse me. Leaves a 2-pin there. Comes a little short.
Little light. Seemed like a pretty good shot there.
Looks a little perplexed. He's in practice there. He's striking, but lights came on. Bit of pressure.
I noticed he mentioned a little comment to you about his hand hanging up in the ball a little bit. Maybe a little nervous, a little warm down there.
Definitely with the lights on, your hand, perspires a little bit more, and the rosin just doesn't get everything off, and things just feel a little bit tighter. Darren here, PVA member. It's been out there for the past 4 years or so, I believe.
Looking for a double.
It's projected that well. Here, rep 10. It's real nice to watch. Darren has such an aggressive stance. And when he sits up, must have got that from the tour.
Must be really nice to be able to go out there for 4 years.
Talking to him is definitely, it's a learning experience. Your first year, you're just trying to learn the ropes, go stop to stop, just learn from your mistakes, learn from your successes, and then he's still out there just plugging along, trying to get that break, trying to get that first PBA title. That's his one goal right now is to get that one title.
Difficult goal, but watching him bowl today, throughout the years, watching his name come up on the tour, someday.
That's right.
Bowling for 21 years.
Long time, isn't it? Good layoff there.
He knew that right off his hand.
This was a 278. Ball just didn't finish. So he projected it, went down the lane a little bit further.
Makeable split, get to the right of the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly enough, it looks like Darren doesn't have any 800s. 797 is high series.
That's right.
I'd imagine you have quite a few after the way he bowled today.
That's right. Just hooking at it. Good spare. See what Steve does here for his last shot. Makes an adjustment or not.
Looked like he threw a good shot last time. Came up a little bit light on the left lane. Darren also coming up light on the left lane.
Definitely a carry down here. Looked aggressive in that shot. 4-pin. Definitely in a transition stage here. They're trying to figure out the lanes. And sometimes it's tough. One game match for everything. First person to find a shot's going to win.
Darren also on the Japan tour.
Should bowl for Santa Clara University, not San Jose State, so got a rivalry here. Even though Santa Clara didn't really have a good team throughout the years, Darren was their main bowler there. San Jose State kind of crushed them every time they see them.
They haven't had much of a program over there the last few years.
Not at all. I think they sink all their money into basketball. San Jose State into women's golf, unfortunately. Yeah. Stuck there. It rolled out right in the pocket. Shot.
Both these bowlers seem a little drained.
That's right.
Used to seeing those high scores, not as exciting right now. As you mentioned earlier, a little bit of a transition going on.
Darren definitely has a lot of experience behind him. I think he'll figure it out quickly. Good shot. Great shot.
Incredible.
10 the pit. Actually, Darren's he's gonna become a dad at the end of August. Him and his wife, Kim, great bowler in her own right. They're finally gonna have a kid, their first one.
Congratulations to him.
Congratulations, yeah, Darren and Kim.
And he mentioned if it's a boy or a girl.
Actually, it's a boy.
Uh-oh.
And they're gonna name it Nathan. So ultimately, he's probably gonna become a bowler.
Probably start him off at age 2. As soon as he can pick up a ball, he'll be throwing it down the lanes.
Let's see here.
Good shot. Messenger,
doesn't
but
get the messenger.
Really good shot. Darren's on now.
Definitely made an adjustment there, though. So he squared things up a little bit.
Steven hopefully get on this double, give himself a little lead.
Take advantage of that. Stuck at the line there. Good spare though.
Seems like in match play, carry was a factor, and now filling the frames look more as a factor than in match play.
Definitely a different shot. Getting the carry down. Different condition kind of than what they're bowling during match play. And again, the lights are on. A little bit more difficult.
It's a good shot,
Gonna
definitely.
get the wall shot there.
A little emotion, not too much. Keep himself composed.
Actually, I was talking to Steven earlier today, and something kind of surprised me. His idol, Dale Traver. Really surprising. Great bowler. Very surprising. Kind of idolizes him. Yeah, more like Robert Smith, actually. He wants to rip the ball like Robert.
Oh, geez. Get yourself in trouble that way.
I think I would hurt my back.
He's got a long way to go.
Oh,
Deep.
Great shot.
Use that oil.
Stayed with it there. Yeah, exactly. Got in that oil. Set. Darren definitely needs to buckle down here.
Steve feeling calm, comfortable, confident, ready to roll.
Darren's a different type of person. A PBA player can go off the sheet anytime.
I don't think he'll feel any pressure at all.
Not at all. Bowling with the lengths of Norm Duke, Chris Barnes. Great bowlers.
That's a good shot.
Great shot.
It's on its way, about halfway through the match.
Definitely has that lane down. He's figure out lane 23 here. Went kind of half 10. Last shot in 23. It's kind of funny here, actually. Darren's he's been helping Steve out a lot. Darren and Lindsay. It's kind of the teacher versus student here. Let's see what Darren does here right now.
Would it be ironic if Steve beat Darren? Darren could be proud he taught him everything he knows.
That's right. Great
on
shot.
the double.
Clutch. Actually, Darren Wong and Lindsay Wong, they got me into bowling. Got me bowling in the junior tournaments way back. I was about 11 years old. So they're the ones who actually got me into everything. Bowling CJTCs, JCCBs, all those types of junior bowling tournament clubs. It's been around a long time.
Lindsay runs a junior tournament club, pretty similar to this, minus the TV show. Great for the junior bowlers to get up ready
Great
for the adults.
competition, that's right.
A little
I need
tug.
to stay.
Ooh, good break.
Ooh, good break. Powerful shot there. Kicks up the 4.57.
Steve's the kind of guy, he's going to take that break and he's going to roll with it.
That's what you have to do.
He's not upset that he threw a bad shot. He's just going to move on, throw a good shot this frame.
Steve's up by 22 in the fifth.
Possible 269 for Steve. Takes it off the sheet. 8, 9th, and 10. Darren 247.
Ooh,
There you
great
go.
shot. Got all of that one.
That's what you want to
coming
see.
through.
Nice and high flush.
Doesn't look intimidated whatsoever. Darren needs a strike here to stay in the match.
As we mentioned earlier, we did see Darren holding his composure when the strikes are, I'm sorry, Steve holding his composure when the strikes were on, him and Dave Hewitt.
That's right. Such a great match. I was one next to him in front 10, front 9.
Darren got to get on this one. It's a good shot.
It's a hook.
Ooh.
Half 10.
It's got to be frustrating.
Yep.
Puts him way back in the match.
That's right.
Possible 226 spare and takes it cheap.
It's going to be down by 33 now with the spare. Good spare. Hopefully the next swing here we can, Darren keeps up this kind of bowling, we can see him on the national TV one of these days coming up here. would be nice.
I'd like to see him make a show or two. Maybe get that win.
Definitely. He's worked hard out there.
Many years ago, I saw him and Lindsay blowing the regionals around here. Impressive players, both pretty deep inside, smooth. I believe they were both picked up by the Ebonite staff
That's
a
right.
few years back. I'm not sure currently what Darren's using.
Can't really tell actually from here. He does have his quantum shirt on now. Not sure about the Ebonite staff anymore.
It's a great opportunity to be on a staff of a ball company,
That's
with
right.
equipment being so important out there.
Again, you have so many. Ooh, missed the spare there. But again, I mean, there's so many different balls out there. It's really nice to stay with one manufacturer. Plus, they have the ball representatives out on tour, and you have someone there, you know, another set of eyes behind you, watching what you're doing. So a definite advantage for those bowlers who can have that behind them. Match is pretty much over with. See if Steve can go out here in style. Shoot 260. Hung up in a little.
Take the 7.
Try to get that wall shot again. Not too bad of a day.
Well, coming up beating Darren Wong, it's got to be something to be proud about.
That's right. And he'll definitely brag about it. He'll bring it up. He'll keep this tape. Oh, hung up and again.
It's a great field of bowlers that he beat today.
That's match is all over with. Didn't want to do that though.
Yeah, want to go out in style, but it's okay. His little smirk on his face.
I think he wants to rep a rack here in front of everyone, throw some pins around. How about that?
I believe he'll win $325 for first place. Good check for a 60 entry.
Yeah, actually not that bad at all, is it? It was good competition, match play. You don't see that in a typical 8-gamer type of format. It's really nice.
Had a lot of money in brackets and side pots today.
I did nothing, unfortunately. No money, zero.
I took a 278 or better.
Just about every game.
He'll make
Good
his
spare.
10 pin.
Good spare.
Possible 226. Darren possible 204. Steve will be our winner today.
He's been working hard lately. Deserves it. Good confidence boost.
It's always nice to win a tournament.
That's right. Let's see if we can finish up with a strike. Oh, look at that. Blow out the 4-5. Great bowling, Steve.
Not much excitement.
Yeah, it's pretty much over with pretty early there. We can still look at the concentration though in Darren's face. Even though the match is over, he's still out there plugging along.
It's not something you see a lot of guys do. Most guys just run up there and toss the ball down.
That's right.
He wants to conquer this condition, take it off the sheet for the experience.
It's definite professional on the lanes and off. Gets one more hero, being the 2-0s.
Next month, we will be at Cloverleaf Family Bowl on August 20th.
Everybody come out.
Hopefully we get some more entries. We got 24 in our first last month in Fiesta, 32 this month.
Great competition out here. Some good bowlers, and hopefully more people can show up.
Well, finish out with the double.
And that's right.
One more, 204.
A little frustration there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he'll come back next month. Just going on tour.
It's definitely a tough thing. He left a lot of 10 pins there.
Not sure if they weren't aggressive with the shot or what have you, but only finishes out there with 204.
Sometimes just the way it goes. You win them, you lose them.
That's right.
Thank you for watching Bay Area TV Bowling. This is Jason Rayfeld and Charlie Esteban. Hopefully we'll see you next month, August 20th at Cloverleaf Family Bowl.
Thank you.